Good morning. I just wanted to do a little update and on this Farmall M slash Farmall Cub. I think it has identity problems. I bought this tractor a little over a week ago. It had all kinds of issues with ignition, with carburation, with wiring. Steering wheel is pretty rad. Kind of looks like it's out of some kind of early 60s. Well, maybe not early 60s, maybe late 60s Ford. But anyway, one of the main reasons I bought it, I was like, man, look at the tires on that thing. Got some really nice rubber on the back. Gentleman had bought a starter. He had, it's got a new radiator in it. He had bought a new, well, I don't want to say new, but refurbished IH4 mag. And don't mind the stray dog. It's the neighbors that keep showing up. So anyway, the guy couldn't get it running and he just kind of gave up on it. And I was watching the price of it, on the internet, and it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. So I ended up buying this tractor for $200 because the guy was just over it. He I don't know how much money he put into it between the tires, the radiator, the starter, the everything like that. But so I bought it, brought it home, went through the carburetor, went through the wiring. He had the old push button that I've always had an issue with those. The contacts I've just never had luck with those. So I put a Ford style starter solenoid in it. Made sure all the fluids were good and whatnot. I did find a number 2 cylinder intake push rod was bent and popped off. And now when I mean bent, not like super bent, but just a little bit bent. But anyway, so cleaned that all up, put plugs, blah 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 blah. Got it timed, got everything going, and now it she fires right up. Runs pretty good. Say hello, chickies. But I honestly, the reason besides the tires that I wanted it is this unit right here, this whole hydraulic unit. Now I know you guys out in the Midwest and Iowa and Illinois and Indiana and Minnesota, Wisconsin, all that. Those tractors are, parts for these and the tractors are just so plentiful, they're everywhere. But here in Northern California, this stuff is not as easy to come by as you think. And I'm just going to do a quick, this is my other Farmall M wide front, my Farmall C, my other Farmall H with a wide front, and there's a B hiding back there and a little Cub back over there. And this is another super cheap tractor that I bought, a Farmall 240 utility. Runs like a Swiss watch, but man, that steering is just shot 180 degrees of turn before it does anything. But anyway, and then there's some other old stuff. And another Ford little Cub low boy, another Super C over there. But back to this, a little bit of equity, sweat equity, and a little bit of money, and got her running. Gonna change the steering wheel, gonna change the seat. That front tire is something to be desired. Straighten out the grill, give it a fresh paint, clean it up, and I don't know if keep it or put it up for sale. But I did find, here's another interesting note on this tractor. That X20A, I don't know if you can see that. Come to find out that this was a cotton picking tractor, and it would have had a big old cotton picker on it. Those rear wheels would have been turned around the other way, and the steering would have been another way. And the steering shaft has been cut. The throttle had been cut, so something tells me that did happen at one point in its life. It did have a cotton picker on it. But now it's just back to a regular tractor. But man, just listen to that thing purr. Just like a kitten. Shut it down. It is 12 volt now instead of the old 6. You know, just so much easier to get these things started with 12 volt. But anyway, YouTube, Farmall Facebook page, whatever this is going on, I just wanted to give an update of this tractor. All right, guys, have a good day.